we're toning it back. So we're not going to do plyometrics today. We're not going to do heavy lifting. We're just going to go to the basics of strength, including mobility, some activation, and some swim specific in there as well. So let's get started. Find your space on a mat. All you need today is your swim bands and some light hand weights. So one for each hand if you can. If you can't find weights, just grab something out of the kitchen. So we're just going to start with some cat-cow, just to get some mobility happening. So like any kind of warm-up, work your way into it. So go a little bit slower or hold one spot a little bit longer if you need. Alright, tuck your toes in, coming onto your toes, we're just going to then rock forward and back. So coming down, get the movement in those big toes and over into a high plank, right over your shoulders. Really start to get everything moving. Last couple. Alright, now down onto hands and knees again. Hands under your shoulders. And we're just going to go out and then coming in. So bring those elbows to knees. So you get a little bit of core activation at the same time. Oh. Just going to do 6 or 8 on each side. Last one, and we'll switch sides, switch over. So again, go at your own pace if you need to go a little bit slower. And here is you want to stretch right out, and then come in. Stretch right out. Try not to arch your back. So you want to keep that nice and neutral. Last one. Alright, back down. Tuck those toes back under and just into a light down dog. Pedaling out those legs. High plank, low plank, into chaturanga. Down dog. High plank, low plank. High plank, low plank. Get a nice stretch through that front body, and then those hammies and calves. Alright, push those hips right up to the sky, good stretch, and now inch your way back. So inch your hands to your feet, just hang there for a moment, and wiggle side to side, and then make your way all the way up, vertebrae by vertebra, coming up. Hands to the sky, and slight back bend, and then we're going to inch down into that inchworm again. So nice and controlled all the way out. Go do one little push up, and then inch your way back. Slowly rolling up. Hands and eyes to the sky, slight back bend. And we'll do one more of those. So just nice and slow and controlled. Inching forward. Little push up. And inching back. Make your way up nice and tall. And then just take that to the sides and give you a little side bend. On each side. Now up nice and straight, up onto your toes, and back down. Just going to roll our shoulders back. Just get some movement in those shoulders. Now roll them forward. again. This time we're going to take it into wide arms, so big windmills. And switch directions again, so going forward. Just really trying to get some movement through the shoulders. Alright, now hands both to the sky, and we're just going to go alternating sides. So one is going forward, one is back, and get some movement through the torso. So once you've got the coordination, just speed up the pace a little. So your hands should be meeting at the top at the same time, meeting at the bottom at the same time. So work through that coordination, which is super important. All right, back to the top, switch directions. Start slow if you need, just to get that coordination happening. Last couple. All right, coming into a wide stance, just going to do light windmills to the side, get some stretch through those inner thighs. So you go as wide as you like, lean right over, really work into it. And try to get that twist as well, so twisting up. If you want to hold it up and give a bit deeper stretch, that's fine. All right, bringing those feet in a little bit closer, coming into our classic frog squat or a deep squat. Just have a little shuffle around. Now the idea is we want heels on the floor, so we don't want any of this or trying to get low but you're up on your toes. So if you're down here and that's as low as you were getting, that's fine. Have a shuffle around. We're just trying to work our way down, all right? You want to try and open up those hips. So just going to do 6 frog squats. Off we go. 1, bum up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Have another little shuffle around there. Then we get some movement through your big toes. Stretch the calves out. Stretch your inner thighs. So pushing those elbows into your knees. All right, 6 more squats, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get that bum in the air, drop your hands to the floor, let everything come down and relax. Just have a little wiggle side to side. So lots of dynamic stretching and activation in today's session. Work your way back up, so slowly coming up. Your head and your eyes are the last thing that comes up. Hands are nice to the sky. Up onto your toes, nice big stretch. And arms back down. Now what we're going to do, you can either do this with or without a band. Just going to squeeze our shoulder blades back. So nice shoulder retractions. Not getting the movement through our chest, so we're not flaring out. So here we're keeping nice and aligned, and we're just squeezing those shoulder blades back. So squeeze like you've got a tennis ball in between your shoulder blades and you're trying to squeeze them. And now we're going to turn the other way and squeezing down. So you can do this on the wall if you want to get that feedback. You're trying to hear in that position, squeezing the shoulder blades down. All right, give everything a shake out, and we're going to get stuck into some swim specific at the start. So got your bands attached, ideally nice and high so you can get in a good swimming position. So here is where we're setting up. All right, elbows higher than wrists are higher than fingers, and so that's our pull. All right, you can come down lower if you wish here. Alright, so that's our position, our swim position. So we have to start with, we have 10 slow, we're just warming up, into 10 fast. If you are not doing swim specific, you can do push-ups and tricep dips. So just alternating somewhere between 6 and 10, depending on your level, while we do our swim, and then jump in when we switch over. So push-ups and tricep dips, or any kind of upper body variation. Okay, let's go. So we're just going to do 10 nice and slow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then just do 10 a little bit faster. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to do the same, a single arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's take it a little bit faster. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Have a quick little rest. We're going to take that into 10 strong double arms. So take a little step back, put a little bit of tension on, off we go. 1, slow return. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Taking that into 10 fast double arms. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Have a quick rest. Shake those arms out. So if you're doing other upper body exercise, push-up, tricep dips, you could do some curls, you can do anything you like if you're not doing swim specific. Alright, we're going to go 10 slow, 10 fast, twice through. Let's go. 1, single arm. Sorry, I was starting fast. 6, those should be slow. It's getting excited. 9, 10, take it into tempo. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to slow. 1, 2. So just medium tension, doesn't have to be super hard. 10, back to fast. 2, 3, 4, 5. Pushing all the way out the back. 7, 8, 9, 10. Quick rest. We're going to take it into 10 double arms strong. So working strength, strong pull back, slow on the return. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, strong and powerful. 8, 9, 10. All right, give the upper body a rest. We're just going to go into some squats, so body weight into calf raise. So these should be easy, particularly if we've been doing squats with weights or single leg. 8, 9, 10. On your mat, pull back. Do 30-second flutter kick. Let's go. You can do arms as well. If you need, you can pop your head back on the mat. If it's too intense, you want to draw that belly button in. one. Back up we go. Back on the bands or your upper body of choice. 10 single arm slow, single arm fast, twice through. Getting set up. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Up the tempo. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to slow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Tempo again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Quick rest. We're going into 15 double arm strong this time, so putting some extra tension on the band, stepping back, setting up. Let's go. 1, 2, pushing all the way back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more. 1, keep it strong. 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, back into our squats with calf raises. Let me do your rope, off we go. So going down, deep squat, calf raise, connection through the big toe. Right, try not to roll out onto your little toes. Couple more. All right, back onto our mat. Flutter kick, 30 seconds, let's go. Remember to breathe through it. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Got one last round. Work through these. So same again. 10 slow, so 10 controlled, 10 tempo. Single arm, getting set up. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Up the tempo. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Back to slow. Control. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Otherwise, you're doing your push-ups and tricep dips or other upper body. 10. 10 tempo. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Quick stretch out. We've got, finish off 10 nice and strong. So make these strong and powerful. Let's go. 1, 2. Control on the way back. 4, 5, 6. Really pull those bands hard. 8, 9, big toe. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Last flutter kicks. Let's go. Again from there, drop that head onto the floor. We'll bring it up, tuck your chin in. You don't want the load in your back. It's the core doing the work. Your glutes are working those legs. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Actually, while we're down here, have a stretch out right through your fingers, through to your toes. Then rolling onto your tummy, stretching up, pushing through your elbows if you want to take it a little bit deeper, and push here. Otherwise, here generally is enough. Then into child's pose, stretching out those arms. So feel good, stretch through your shoulders, through your lats. Go over to one side, give a little bit more of a stretch through the side body. Nice big deep breaths. Make your way back to center again. On stretch here. And then taking it over to the other side. Really press your hands into your mat, into the floor. Make your way back to center again. Up onto your knees, tuck your toes under. Just go into down dog flow. Pedal out those calves. High plank, low plank, up dog. And just rolling through at your own pace. I like to pedal out the calves while I'm here, but if you want to flow straight through, that's fine. Just do a couple more here. As I said, flow through at a pace that works for you today. Do one more. Alright, inch your hands all the way to your toes and then slowly make your way up into standing position. Keep that head chin tucked into the last minute. Arms up, nice stretch, slight back bend. Okay, I'm going to go into our lower body. So we're going to do a single leg 3-point squat. So we've done this one before. Back, to the side, to the front. Alright, we're trying to make sure that this grounded leg is staying in control, so we're not going out here or collapsing. So that's staying nice and controlled. So if you can't go down low, just go to where you can. The foot can touch as you go through. More challenging is the foot doesn't touch, okay? So that stays elevated the whole time. All right, so get yourself set up. One foot is grounded. Weight through your heel. Off we go. So you can take this at your own pace. If my pace is a little bit fast, that's okay. Just slow it down. You want it nice and controlled. This shouldn't be super hard, but if you don't have great balance and stability, it can be quite challenging. You should start to feel the glute of that working leg and all the fibers in your foot firing to keep you stable. All right, switch legs. Give that one a little shake out. I said you should feel that working glute firing. So getting set up, heel. So just take your time. Balance stability here. I'm going to do a couple of rounds of these so you can work your way into it. You can make it more challenging the second time around by not touching your foot on the ground. Keep that grounded leg, that knee tracking forward and back and not side to side. Alright, give that a little shake out. We're just going to go into, pair that with some single leg deadlifts, but with no weight. So we're just working on our positioning here. So here, I'll go this side. So we're hinging at the hip. Okay, that grounded foot and leg, you might have a little slight bend. Then bringing it up. So hinge at that hip like a pendulum and coming up. So what we're not doing is we're not coming down like this. Okay, so hinging. So if you want to even straighten that back leg, so literally like a pendulum, coming down and back up. You can bring that knee forward at the finish if you like. So again, that foot is firing to keep you stable. You want to keep those hips in line as well. Switch over to the other side. So set your position to start with and then take your time. This is a good way you might see if your hammies or calves are a little tight. You'll feel that stretch as you go down. So just slow and controlled. If you fall out like me just now, just set yourself back up again. Don't rush it. One more on this side. And back up. Good job. Just going to pair those with a little bit of core work. We're going to be in plank position and we're going to do mountain climbers. So just straight mountain climbers here. So keeping everything nice and aligned. You can up the tempo if you want to add a little bit of intensity into it if you like. But we're just working here on some core stability. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alrighty, back into our, grab a drink if you need. So I haven't mentioned that, so if you need to grab a drink at any stage, by all means, go for it. Alright, starting back at our 3-point squat, single leg squat. So here, to the side, and the front. I say if you can do these in front of a mirror, awesome, because you can actually see what's happening, get that immediate feedback. How controlled are you? Again, you don't have to keep up with this pace, go a little bit slower if you need. Switch legs. So get your balance first. I always do a little wiggle, get my foot on the floor, weight back in the heel. just take your time with these. If you feel one side isn't as stable as the other, just go that little bit slower. Just means you need to work a little bit more on one side, or focus a little bit more. Just means you've just got that little bit imbalance from one side to the other. Oh, and again, if you fall out, just reset yourself. All right, shake those out, going into our single leg hard yarn. Okay, so hinge at those hips, get a nice stretch as you go down. So go wherever you can go to. If you can't take your hands to the ground, that's okay. So if you're here, that's fine. That's your range of movement, or where you can stay in control. So to there, so you don't want to go all the way down and you're just going down just for the sake of getting down to the floor. You want to be in control of your movements. Do one more on this leg and then we'll switch over. All right, switch sides. That foot into the ground. All right, off we go. So again, this is where you can start to see or feel some imbalances. So for me, my left side isn't so great today. And I have started noticing just a few tiny little, like not even a niggle, just before a niggle, but it's just that something's not quite happy. Perfect indicator that you need to get a massage. Doesn't matter how much self-massage you do, often you just can't quite get, as deep tissue massage or physio yourself. One more on this side. Keep those hips in line, so we don't want to be up like this. Just trying to get down. All right, taking those down into mountain climbers, so setting up in high plank. Wrists under your shoulders, let's go. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it into down dog. Give those legs a little pedal out. Push the hips right up to the sky. Push through your lats. Come back into high plank. Do a little chaturanga flow. Pedal out once more. And inch your way to your toes. Hang here for a little. You can even swing side to side. Let everything just hang. And then work your way up to standing position, chin in, eyes and hands up to the sky, little back bend. All right, a little shake out. We're going to take those into a wide lunge. So what we're going to do is we're going to be going here, going down and back up, down and back up. If that's too hard, so you can just keep feet on the ground if you like. Okay, so there's a couple of variations there. All right, so starting one end of your mat or one end of your room, off we go. Coming down, so sitting back. So sitting back, so you should be here, sitting right back. Three, 2, sit right back. Breathe through it. 3, 2, and 1. You're going to grab your small weights that you have, and we're just going to do some flies. So bent over in this position, so bent over row, and flies here. So what we're trying to do is squeeze our shoulder blades back. Alright, so you can either be small weights, or if you've got a suitable band, mine's too heavy here, so if you've got a suitable band that you can do flies, then you can do that also. Just going to do 8, off we go. Keep those shoulders away from your ears, so keep them down. 5, 6, 7, and 8. So just working posterior there. Alright, back into our lunge, off we go. 2. So as I said, today wasn't going to be too hard or intense, including some, base movements, but with some stretching and mobility. 3, 2, sit that bum back. 1, switch sides. Off we go. Nice wide lunge. 2, 1, and relax. Grab those small hand weights or bands again. Bent over row. Let's go. 2, 3, squeeze those shoulders. 5, 6, 7, 8. Last round through. Do that once more. This is a good dynamic stretch, but working a bit of strength at the same time. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Last round here. 3, sit right back. 2, 1, and relax. Last flies. So again, getting over in that bent over row position, and we're here. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Grab a quick drink if you need. Gonna make your way onto your mat. Laying out. Stretch through your toes right through to your fingers. Really big stretch. So try and point your toes. Push your fingers away from you. Now bring your knees up into tabletop position. Flip around this way. Knees up into tabletop position. Hands out by your side. I'm just going to slowly twist from side to side. So you want your eyes to go the opposite direction to your legs. And just take your time. You don't have to go all the way down. You want to keep your shoulders connected to the ground. And you want to control the movement. So you want to control down and control up. Make your way back to center. You want to connect your hand around one knee, push the other one right out. So push through that heel, and then then you want to really pull that knee into your chest. And a few big deep breaths. Bring that other knee up and switch sides. Push through that heel. Pull your knee to your chest. Both knees back up. And then we're just going to take that into a 90-90. You want a nice glute stretch. So here, nice glute stretch. For most people, just pushing on that knee a little bit is enough. Otherwise, if you need, you can put your hands under this knee and stretch that a little bit deeper. But for me, just pushing that knee away from my body is enough of a deep stretch. While you're in that position, we're then just going to fold over to one side. And nice big deep breaths if you've got a big torso stretch here. Coming back up to center. Switch over. Unravel. Switching over, pushing that knee away from your body. You really should get a nice deep glute stretch here. I want to just twist that knee over a little bit and then drop to one side with your eyes looking in the opposite direction. We're just laying here, big deep breaths. You've got to twist through the torso. Try to get those shoulders down to the ground. Making your way back up, unraveling there, stretching right out again. Then we're going to roll up into a sitting position. We're going to stretch out to the toes, and then you're going to roll back down. So you want to control on the way down, stretching out, and then control on the way up. So we did these ones a little while ago. You want to control that movement. If you can't, don't stress too much, but it's something you know that you can work on. That you've got control through that core midsection. Last one, coming up. Then we're just going to turn over and just finish off in our child's pose. So you can either take it into a deep stretch, arms outstretched, stretching through the shoulders, or you can relax it off, pop your head on your hands, and just take a few big deep breaths here to finish off. Great way to finish off today's session. Then when you're ready, you can make your way up. Good chance to finish off today with some rolling, some trigger point. If you get the opportunity to, if you've got another 10 minutes up your sleeve, great chance to get a little bit of that in, or at some point